guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Tuesday and it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm extremely tired, but hey, that's what you got to do. Sometimes reselling is about the flexibility. Other times it's about getting your responsibilities done. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I got a doctor's appointment this morning. Got to get Judy to dialysis. Got a bunch of stuff to do today. It's Christmas week, so we're going to be busy. Just kind of got to hunker down and bear it. So yesterday I had a sale that I was pending at the end of the day. It's going to be on the Monday video. You're not going to see this until Thursday or Friday. But he had a sale that was pending. It didn't make it through. We did tell a person that we could ship it that day. So it went out yesterday. I don't have it to show to you, but it is a group lot of various slipcovers for higher end purses, Michael Kors, Coach, that kind of thing. And I put them all in one lot rather than, I bought them with the intention, I think I gave like 20 bucks for all of them with the intent to split them up and get like $5, $20, $15 a piece, whatever. But once I got into them, I was like, I don't want to do this. I really didn't want to deal with them. There's like 30 something of them in there. It was a lot. So I bought them all and I just put them in a lot, and I took an offer of $60 plus shipping to go out of here on that one. I did have another item. Angie accidentally grabbed it and shipped it yesterday. That should have went out with today's stuff because it sold shortly after that video and she didn't realize it. So not a big deal. I don't remember what it was, but I know it was a toy, and here it is. So with those two items, with shipping and everything, that's about an extra $100 on today's total that we don't have accounted for. Today, I've got 5 items for $445.88 going out of here. The first of which is these AccuCheck diabetic test strips. Always, 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 always check to see if there's any test strips. Or if you see test strips, check to see that they're not expired, because they do expire and then they're not legal to sell on eBay, but they can be high dollars to sell. These sold for $52.99. They said they're a gift. What kind of Christmas gift is diabetic test strips? Here you go, Mom, don't die. It's freaking, yeah, they're not a gift. They're a drop shipper. $52.99 plus shipping on those, and we got those for free. Those were in a, after the auction this past 2 weekends ago, we were going through boxes. They're like, anything that's in here you can have for free. Just going through boxes, happen to find them, and we're like, okay, cool. And we have 6 more boxes for like another $100. So that's a good one. D3, learning wrap-ups multiplication keys. I have no idea what this is, no idea where it came from, but it's sold and it's going to leave and it's going to go see its new owner. I'm looking in here like, what in the world? That's see, and I don't know what it is, so I don't even know what to look for. Hey, that's what it is. Looks like some kind of learning tool, and I really have no idea where it came from. It's kind of cool. I'm guessing it's going to help with multiplication. That's about all I can come up with. Didn't sell for a lot. $5.99 plus shipping. Just going to drop it in a bubble mailer and get it on out of here. Here is my most fun sale of the year. Made 2,500% profit on this. Is that right? Maybe more. Yeah, 2,500% profit. F1. I got this at my local honey hole, and I tell you guys to, when you're purchasing stuff, to buy the unique. Hey, I also tell you don't die while selling on eBay. Buy the unique, buy the different, buy the weird, and it will sell for you. And there it is. That is George Costanza. Jason Alexander, George Costanza from Seinfeld. And it is a sweatshirt. And it sold for $249.98. Haha. That is a good sale. That's a darn good sale. It took me hours to even figure out what that thing was. When we pulled it off the shelf, we're like, ooh, that's different. Gonna buy it. And had no idea. It had a tied hang tag on it, and that was the only thing I had to go off of. So in researching it, I found out that this was given away, the orange version, which is the hoodie color, was given away to social media influencers to promote Tide's 2021 Super Bowl ad. They had a Super Bowl ad, and they had this shirt in a flesh color that was worn by a gentleman and a woman. And the dirtier the shirt got, the more sad George got. And throughout the video, it got very, very sad because the shirt got very, very dirty. But then Tide came along and helped him clean it up, and George went back to being happy. That's the ad had such a rage that people wanted the hoodie, and with that, the only way you could buy that hoodie was that you had to donate to a charity, and you could win the hoodie. Only random people won the hoodie. To my knowledge, not many exist. I'm going to guess that less than 100 of these and less than 100 of the other hoodie exist. So if you see this giant George Costanza face, there are some fakes. But if it's Tide branded, that's the key. If you see that the shirt, when you look at it, has a Tide brand on it, that's going to be the key to pick it up. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime type thing. I'm not going to say it's a bolo, but it's just something to keep in the back of your head that, hey, I learned about this once, because it took me literally, I would say, 5 to 8 hours of research to figure this damn thing out, which ticks me off, but at the same time, it was a lot of fun. So with that, I learned about George Costanza, Jason Alexander, and how cool this whole ordeal was. But a $250 sale off of a $1 pickup, you don't see those too often. So it's, you know, it's kind of cool to have something that's like, yeah, you know, I did good there. You know, it's your the fruits of your labor turning into fruition. A game, I don't remember where I got this from. I think I got it from my honey hole for like $1 or $2. New sealed games are usually, you know, you can count on them to make you a little bit of money. I would have figured it was worth more, and I think that's what I might have gave $2 for it. It's $9.98 plus shipping going out of here, so not a ton of money, you know, but it didn't take too long to sell. It was a few months. Shoes, I am going for these. I gave excuse me, that's what I'm going to the doctor for today, is more speech therapy to help with my throat, because this is getting ridiculous. I think it's these shoes. Yep, the Hypermaxes. I think. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm going to have to look now that I'm questioning myself. But they're an easy shipper. We'll put those in a shoebox. Yeah. VaporMax. I'm sorry. VaporMax Voltage. They're kind of cool, I guess, if you're into that thing. That's them. I gave $20, I believe. I can't remember. Maybe I didn't. I went to a yard sale where I bought all of his shoes, and he had like 5 pair, and he wanted like $20 a piece for them. I think I might have cut a deal on everything. Maybe $15 to $20. It didn't last long, a month or two. I had them listed. I think they were down to like $69.98. And I took an offer of $59 just because, to me, shoes aren't, I don't enjoy selling shoes because they're twofold difficult to sell, because the person has to like that particular pair of shoes, which means that is a subjective kind of, you know, how they view that thing. It's not like a fact. It's not like these shoes are awesome, you have to buy them. No, they have to agree that that is something that they want, and you have to have the right size. So there's twofold things that make shoes difficult, and you got to think about that when it comes to clothes, when it comes to shoes, when it comes to hats. That you know, just because you have a snapback doesn't mean that person might want to buy a snapback. They might want a fitted hat, and they have to like that hat. So it makes things more difficult to sell, and it makes them longer tailed items. So when you think about selling clothes, keep that in mind. I would rather sell things that are, you know, objective. Like, all right, this is a video game. Yes, they have to like that video game or want that video game, but there is no size involved. It's just a dang video game, that kind of thing. So it is what it is. So we had those 5 items. I'm going to get those packaged up. Well, probably not, because I've got to leave. Man, Angie can get those packaged up and get them done, or they'll be here when I get back. But thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on Wednesday. All right, guys, it is Wednesday, and I got more items to pull. I've only got 5 today, and not a huge total. I still believe that it's stuff being sold to make it in the stockings. We'll get it out of here. It's going to go out today. It's going to go in the mail today. So hopefully, you know, most stuff gets delivered in 2 to 3 days. That's usually how it happens. But you never know with the post office. It could take a little bit longer this week. I don't know. We'll have to see. So my first item, 5 items for $141.18. So it's not, you know, a ton of stuff. My first item is They are the fish tank filters. Aqua clear fish tank filters. I got these at the not the honey hole, the rummage sale. That's what it was. The local animal shelter rummage sale. They're brand new in a package and they're vintage. They're old. They're an old style. They have an old printing that they still make the same one, but they have an old printing on the box. So it's old artwork. Took an offer on it, $30 plus shipping. I think I had it listed for like $39.99, something like that. I had it listed on the little high side because it's older, so you don't see them. So I was hoping maybe, just maybe, I would get lucky and you know, have that. I need to put stuff away, guys. I'm leaving stuff out. Being a bad example. I was hoping that hopefully somebody wanted the vintage one, you know, for some reason. I think these are these pants. Man, these have been an awesome buy. Of course, I sold all of the good-sized ones lickety-split. I bought a box of vintage, new, old stock bell bottoms. Look at those. Flare bottom. These are, yeah, they're just cool. They're vintage, new. They've got shelf wear where they were sitting on a shelf and, you know, moved back and forth like this over and over. That's what shelf wear means. Just stuff that you would expect to see, you know, dinging stuff around, pushing it back, that kind of stuff. But these sold, it took them a long time. I had these listed for well over a year now. These were one of the first things that we listed because I had a whole box full of them. I had probably like 30 pairs, maybe 40 pairs. And they were all brand new. Super, super cool. I gave $75 for the box at an auction because I was like, that's a pretty good deal. And I mean, we've sold some for over $75. They're way, way, way into the money on them. I'd say several, maybe even $1,000 in the money because these sold for $29.98 going out of here. Hopefully they don't get returned. Media 5 ready to rumble. Angie had a good... we had a good talking about this. We have offers on, so you're going to see... Man, that can't be it because it looked like it was a big case. No, it is it. Ready to rumble right there. We have offers on, so you can send an offer. Now, we do get a lot of crummy offers. You know, like yesterday we got an offer on a $200 item. They offered $40. Obviously, we're not even going to try to entertain that. I would entertain it if it was like... If it was an item that I knew was long-tailed, you know, that I thought was going to take a year, 2 years to sell, and I had 200 on it and I got an offer, I would send them something very aggressive. In that particular instant, I would send them like a $150 offer and see what they say. Because that's a pretty darn aggressive for $200. Just because I want things to move. And I know that if I have a long-tail item like that, like a $200 item that is going to take a year or two to move, I might only have $20 into it. Probably less than that. So I know anything I sell it for is going to be a profit. But Angie was saying, you know, I hate these little itty-bitty offers. We had this listed for $9.99. I'll send an 8% off offer on that. So that brings it down to like $9.18, $9.19, something like that. The 8% off does. And they replied with a $9 offer. Okay, I took it. Wow, going out of here, $9 plus shipping. But what do you think about that? Like, is that just so nitpicky? In the scheme, maybe I'll do a video on how to negotiate because I am a trained negotiator. I can get money off at Walmart just trying to negotiate things. And in the scheme of negotiating, that's allowing the other person to win. Fine. I don't care. I'm getting their money at the end of it. I'm in the profit on this. I probably don't have more than a quarter, 50 cents into this thing. It's definitely not something I would have went out and said, okay, I'll pay $1 for that. It's something that got bundled with something else. So I don't have any money into it. You know, it's probably already paid for. I'm getting their $9. They feel like they're winning, and I don't care. I just want to get stuff gone because that's more important to me to get it out of here. But what are your thoughts on that? So I think we got two topics now. Media 2, War of the Monsters is where I'm going. Angie must have came out here and put these on top for me. She's so sweet. She is not here today. She is out of the doctor, finally getting her in to have a relationship with a primary care. Finally getting her settled in on that. War of the Monsters, PlayStation 2. And this one we took an offer on as well. Well, I sent offers on this. It sold for $9.18. I can just tell that would be a price that I sent an offer on. And our last one, another video game. Go figure, right? Another video game on Media 4 for a PS2 game. Gran Turismo 2. Man, I tried watching that Gran Turismo movie last night. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. There it is. Gran Turismo 2. The game is fun to play. You know, I remember when it first came out, and I was like, wow, this is an amazing game. But the movie, yeah, it was a little, I don't know. It just wasn't very good. $14.97 plus shipping going out of here. So what are your guys' thoughts? Have you had a chance to watch that movie yet? Are you into those kind of movies? Are you into video games like that? I was more of a... I was young when I got my first Nintendo in 1985 when they first came out. For Christmas that year, I got my first Nintendo. My mom stole it from me. And I ended up going out the next year. This is some history of me. I ended up going out in 1986 at still less than 8 years old. I went out and hustled all my neighbors and said, hey, you've got sticks in your yard. Would you give me $5 if I clean that all up for you? Imagine a 7-year-old boy coming up to your front door and going, hey, you've got sticks in your yard? Yeah, it worked. I played that card. I 100% played that card. And I went around to all my neighbors and I cleaned up their yard. And I got I think it was like $140. Got $140 because it was like $119.99 back then. And we went to the local store that was called Zayre's, if you remember that, and we bought a Nintendo for my room. And I was allowed to have that in my room. Mom couldn't have that one. She could play the one that she stole from me out in the living room. But then I didn't get really big into games until I was in the military, and I just love Call of Duty. That's the only thing I play, and I play online when I do play. But we had such crummy internet for the last few years that I haven't played. We finally got good internet, and now maybe I'll start getting online. I don't know. Maybe we can have a Call of Duty group. That would be fun if you're into Call of Duty. But that's all I've got for today. 5 items, $141. Sneaking up on Christmas. Tomorrow will be the last day that I film. Then we're heading to Cleveland to have some fun up there. But I will see you on Thursday. Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to jump right back on real quick because I wanted to tell you about my friend Chris. Flipping for Laughs, or Kyle the Tree. He didn't realize that when he changed his name, he was stuck with it for like a month. He changed his name on YouTube to Kyle the Tree. But if you look up Flipping for Laughs or Kyle the Tree, my friend Chris is making some amazing content. And he only has 50 subscribers. 50 subscribers, and he's funny. He is funny as can be. He's doing a lot of parody stuff, and he's doing it very innocently. So if you look at it like, oh, he's making fun of somebody, no, he's doing a parody. He isn't making fun of anybody. He is a kind-hearted soul. He's down in Florida, and he is a great guy. I want you to go over to his channel. I want you to sub over there. Tell him that I sent you, and let's get his subs up. Let's shoot for 100 to start with. Get his subs up. Get him making more content. Making more content and keeping it on YouTube, because that's important. He gets worried that people are upset with him, and that's not the case at all. He's just making great content. Go over and see him, and I will now see you on Thursday. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Thursday. It's like 6, almost 7 a.m. Of course, Angie isn't sleeping, because I would be too if I didn't have to get up and take Judy to dialysis, but I do. So that's that. I've got 3 items. It's the Christmas slowdown. You're going to have that couple days before Christmas where it gets a little slow because people know that the stuff that they order is not going to be there by Christmas. What is today, the 22nd, 21st, something like that? And it's just not going to make it, no matter what I do. I ship it today, and it might make it by Saturday. Might, but the odds are slim. Very, very slim. So we'll see. But I've got 3 items for $116.28. My first of which being an Xbox 360. You don't see these sell very often. Xbox 360, just the console. No cords, no nothing. We did test it. So this is a replacement for somebody. If you have an Xbox, it gets the red ring of death, and you've got all the goodies that go along with it, and all you need is the console. Here you go. We don't sell a lot of these. Oh, it's heavy as can be. Ow, ow, ow. I've got some tendonitis in my dang left hand, and man, it is killing me. $49.98 plus shipping going out of here, so not too bad of a sale. I do like it. I do like it a lot. Smalls S11. I keep saying S11, but Smalls ends with an S. So it's just Smalls 11. It's the dongle for the drums for Guitar Hero, which PS3. Yeah, PS3. The dongle, right there. Right there. One of them little guys. That one went for $14.97 plus shipping. Gonna go out of here today. J3 is where we're going. Batman Beyond. I feel like we got these in a reseller lot. Not 100% sure. Angie watches the video afterwards, and then she corrects me on everything. So she tells me, "Oh, that's where we got things." I'm like, "That does me no good now. Dang it! I've already recorded." But it's a Batman Beyond animated series. These are pretty cool cartoons if you haven't ever seen them. Pretty neat. And that particular set sold for $23.99. So there's something to look for if you see these animated series out and about. So I think that's going to be it. The next time I'll film probably won't be until after Christmas. As far as this kind of stuff goes, this should be released today. I don't know. We'll see. But the next time I film, as far as sales go, won't be until Tuesday after Christmas. We'll get all of our weekend stuff out then. I might do a couple things. We're going to Cleveland this weekend, so we're going to go up and see family up there because that's where Angie is from. So we're going to go see her family this weekend and say hello to them and do all our holiday kind of stuff, which will be fun up there. And then I might film some stuff up there. I don't know. Roman's up there. Anytime Picker, if you haven't checked out his channel, and Angie gets a chance, throw it up on the screen if you could. Roman's up there. Maybe we'll run into him. I'll go get a Russian beer with him. He's a pretty cool cat, so I don't know. But thanks for tuning in. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment about the 2 different topics that we had for the last 2 different days, and I will see you on the next one.